Okay, let's see if we can put it over here without it. Oh, drop in. Ooh, gotta make sure I'm hydrated before I do this video, otherwise I will faint. Hi guys, welcome back or welcome to my new video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Amy. I'm so glad that you clicked on this video today. So if you guys can tell by the title, I will be doing my 5-star reads of 2023 so far. So we are more than halfway through 2023. It sounds so weird to say, September is just around the corner. And I thought it would be the perfect time to tell you guys my 5-star reads so far of the year. I'll probably update this in the new year. I wanted to just let you guys know because I have a substantial amount of 5-star reads now. I didn't want to do this video until I had a few 5-star reads because I didn't want to do it and just have like one book. And with me, I find it really hard to have 5-star reads. I feel like I have probably one every month. I don't even think so. I think some of these books, a lot of them from like from the start of the month, and then I have a few from like now, and then obviously you have one which is the most recent one. A lot of these books are part of series. I think I have like 4 books that are part of like similar series or the same series and so on. So the first book that I have given 5 stars this year is Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher. This book right here, this whole series, Dreamland Billionaires, is just my favourite series of all time, or one of my favourite series of all time. This year, reading these books have just been the highlight. As you guys can tell, I have annotated and bookmarked so much in all these books. Like I have another one that is a 5 stars from the series because I love the book so much. I think 2 out of 3 are just like 5 stars for me. Even the one that is not 5 stars is like pretty much 4.5 because I just love this. So if you guys don't know, Terms and Conditions is about Declan. Declan is the oldest brother out of 3, and basically they all have a role or a job that they need to do. So when their granddad dies, he sets them all a task in order to get a part of his company in order to stop their dad from like winning, like owning it. So his task is to get married and have a child. But he's like, I don't want to be married. I don't want to like meet anyone. And then who comes along? He has an assistant called Iris. Iris and Declan, they've always had like a really weird relationship with each other. And she offers to be his fake fiance in order for him to get the part that he needs of the company. And then alongside that, and them pretending to be together, obviously they fall in love, as you guys could have guessed, and that is it. So the tropes in this is obviously fake dating. It is like friends to lovers, I would kind of say. It is definitely like guy falls first, forced proximity, and then it's obviously boss and assistant relationship. And I love this couple so much. Declan and Iris just have a special part in my heart, have a special place in my heart, have a special place in my heart, especially Iris. She is a black female main character. Seeing their story together was just amazing. And also Declan, like Declan is one of the best like boyfriends ever. Like she asks for something, I think there's a bit where she asks for something and he bought it for her straight away. I don't think she actually asks for it. I think she like kind of hints that she likes it or just mentions it, and then ends up buying it. Like millions and millions on her, which is just, what? Why can't I have a rich boyfriend, a rich fake fiance that wants to spoil me? Like, how unfair is my life? But this book is just so beautiful. It is so cute, and that is why I gave it 5 stars. Next book that I have given 5 stars to is The Final Offer by Lauren Asher. This again is part of the Dreamland Billionaire series. This one features Callahan, which is the youngest brother. He's always known as the jokey younger sibling that's quite a bit of a playboy sort of thing. And his job to do in order to get the part of the company is to go back to their old granddad's summer house and spend the summer there and sell it. Upon going to live there, he bumps into his ex-girlfriend slash ex-best friend to find that she's living there right now with her daughter. And for him able to sell it, he has to get permission from her because they both own half each. So obviously this is a second chance romance. It is a single mum. It is kind of enemies to lovers because she kind of just doesn't really like him after whatever happened between them two. And just seeing this part of Callahan is just so beautiful. See, he is referred to throughout the other books. Him and Iris have a really strong relationship. They were actually best friends before Iris and Declan get together. And just reading his story was just so good. It wasn't even just the fact that it was second chance romance. Like, it was just so deep and impactful. Everything that he went through, everything that he felt, his reasons behind of how he treated Alana, and like the child that Alana has is just so cute. She's just so sassy, and children I feel like make books even better when they're in the book, and this couple just truly owns my heart. Again, I have bookmarked it so much. I definitely want to read these books again to proper annotate them. But I absolutely love this series with my heart. I love all the brothers equally. Even though the first book, the fine print, is not my favourite, it is still really up there. And this book, The Final Offer, if you haven't gone and read it, or even the whole series as a whole, go and read it because they are just so perfect. I'm glad that I've given it 5 stars because it really deserves it, and it is just chef's kiss. Next book that I have given 5 stars to is Twisted Games. This series is by Anna Hu. They're called the Twisted series. Each book focuses on a different couple. So the first book is Twisted Love, the second book is Twisted Games, the third book is Twisted Hate, and then the last book is Twisted Lie. Each of the female protagonists are like close friends, and then obviously each of the males and all the characters basically intertwined in each other's lives. The second book features Bridget and Rise. Bridget is a princess and Rise is her new bodyguard. I love this couple so much. I don't know, I just love the fact that Bridget is just such a good, not a princess, but just a good friend in general. Always there for all the other characters, and seeing how hard it is to be a princess and all the stuff that she has to go through. And Rise, oh my gosh. Just owes my heart so much. Like, he is so interested in Bridget, and you can tell from like this just from the beginning, and seeing their relationship blossom was just so cute, so funny, and I just love these two so much. The thing that he does for her to protect her is just so cute, even the little things way before they even got together. And Bridget, seeing her as a strong independent woman was just so refreshing. And the smut in this book, oh my gosh, Rise, oh my gosh, he's just perfect in every single way. He's just beautiful, and this book is just beautiful. Next book that I've given 5 stars is also another book from the Twisted series. This one is Twisted Lies. This is the 4th book. This book follows Christian and Stella. Christian is a big billionaire. He is obviously referred to in the other books because he knows Rise. He was from the same company that Rise was working for. I think he's like the big boss of it all, and as soon as he meets Stella, he is automatically like obsessed with her. He is obsessed with her from the beginning, and their story is just such a beautiful one. Stella is an influencer, but she was also very shy within herself and very insecure. And obviously it's called Twisted Lies because Christian tells a lie. Obviously I don't want to say what the lie is because I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but they get a really cute relationship between these 2 characters, and seeing them blossom and seeing Stella come out of her shell was just so beautiful. I can relate to Stella so much because obviously I've started doing YouTube and influence of that, but I'm still a very much shy and introverted person, so seeing her and her story is just so cute. Obviously she's a mixed race MC as well, so again another beautiful black queen to see, and I love their story so much. Christian, again, so protective over Stella. This is sort of like a grumpy sunshine trope. It is obviously a billionaire trope. It owns the complex that she's living in at the moment. Reduced the price just for her to live in it. He knew that she wasn't able to afford it. So cute, and I just love their relationship so much. So the next book that I have given 5 stars to is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. If you guys haven't seen, I have done a TikTok I did a video where I read 4 TikTok popular books and gave my reviews of them, and one of them was obviously The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This book. Originally, I was so skeptical to read this book, but I am so glad that I sat down, took the time and stuck through it. I feel like the first 50 pages of a book really test how you feel about it. If I don't enjoy it after like 100 pages, a lot of times I just DNF it. But this book, as it got into it, I fell in love. The twists, the turns, the different reveals were just so unexpected, and even the stuff that I did expect, the way they were told and how Taylor Jenkins Reid writes about it was just so amazing. And this book really tugged on my heart. Evelyn was someone that I hated but also empathized with. Her story was amazing. Obviously Monique Grant, who's also the main character in this book, who's writing Evelyn's story, seeing her own life and how it ingrained in Evelyn's story was just so beautiful and just so well written. And this book definitely deserves a 5 stars, just simply because of the writing, the characters, everything was just so beautifully written, as I've said. And wow, it was just so refreshing. And it's a book about love, but it doesn't mean that it ends with a happy ending, and that's why I truly loved it. It was realistic, it was heart-wrenching, gut-wrenching, but it was beautiful at the same time. And it shows how we go through life and we experience so much love and joy, and also death and sadness and all these different types of feelings, and just sometimes we change. And that obviously she has 7 different husbands and there's different reasons for why they divorced and stuff like that. And hearing this story was just so amazing, and it definitely deserved a 5 stars. So if you haven't read this book, go read it, because you won't be disappointed. The next book I have decided to give 5 stars. This is actually the most recent 5 stars. I literally just gave it 5 stars a few days ago. But this is A Court of Mist and Fury. This is a fantasy book, and oh my gosh, it is amazing. So this is part of a series. The first book is A Court of Thorns and Roses, and A Court of Mist and Fury is the second book. This book follows Faye. She is a normal human, not really normal because they live in a fantasy world, and she kills one of the High Fair of like a different hidden different civilization, and basically as punishment she is taken by one of the High Lords of the Spring Court called Tamlin. He takes her to his kingdom, and she basically gets punishment to stay there and lives with him, and obviously she kind of falls in love with him, so yada yada yada. That's the first book. Second book is obviously following on the story. A lot happens in the first story, so this book is a brand new kind of introduction into Faye and how she's feeling. She's brand new, she's back, and this book right here is back! This book here, I just don't even know what to say. This book here was everything it needed to be. It was funny, it was sad, it was hot, it was everything it needed to be and more. My attention span was hooked from day dot. I didn't even want to finish reading this. When this book ended, I was just like, I need to read the next one, but it's not on my TBR for this month. But this book was just so beautiful. At first, I was so scared to read it because this book is quite thick. If you look at other books, this is quite a thick book. So I was really scared to read it, but it flew by reading this book because it was just so interesting and it kept you on the edge of your seat constantly. And it was just so good. All the characters, we met new characters in this book, and Faye and Ryslan, oh, these two together are just beautiful. The tension between these two was just scorching. It was such a slow burn, but when they finally, you know, did the shenanigans, it was beautiful, and their relationship is truly amazing. These two are definitely meant for each other, and I can't wait to see how their story progresses. And I'm also looking forward to seeing how all the other characters progress. Obviously we have her sisters. If you don't know, she obviously has 2 sisters, and then obviously Ryslan is the High Lord of the Night Court, so that story is obviously different courts in different territories, learning about those. We're just really interested in how everyone has different powers depending on where they're from. All the drama and everything in it was just so beautiful. And this book, if you like a good slow burn and you like the fact that it focuses more on a story plotline, it's just really good. The fantasy books are just so refreshing, especially when they have romance as a subplot. That just sold me automatically. But this book really sells reading fantasy, and Sarah J Maas, like, she's done a brilliant job at making these characters come to life. And also I can still empathize with these characters even though they are fantasy characters and they have certain characteristics that not a normal human being will have. But all in all, this book was amazing and it definitely deserved its 5 stars, and I can't wait to read the rest of the series. I just noticed that basically all my books are like green, apart from like even the 7 Husbands of Emily Hugo, because she's got a green skirt. But what? This is what happens when I try and pick up any book. They just all attack me. They all attack me and I'm just like, how do I even survive? But look, they're not even all the right way. But they all have green in it, like green themed. I have 2 more books left that I have given 5 stars to. I think some of these, no, all of these books are from this year. I was thinking, have I had any from your last year? I don't think any of the books that I read last year were 5 stars actually. I think they were all like 4 stars. So this year's been a really good year for me. So the next book I have given 5 stars to is Consider Me by Becca Mack. This book features Carter. Carter is a big player in an NHL league. He's a hockey player. He meets Olivia. He automatically is smitten with her, and obviously this book is called Consider Me because he's trying to get her to be with him. And like, this book has a lot of groveling, a lot of cute moments. I would say Carter is the perfect like book boyfriend. He is protective, he is goofy, he is sexy, he is affectionate, he is everything you want in a man. And his story with Olivia, their story is just so beautiful. Seeing how he woos her is just so cute. I can't really fault him. He is so cute. And meeting all the other characters as well was really refreshing. In this book we met Jenny, who is Carter's younger sister, and seeing her relationship with Olivia is just so beautiful, and I just love their story so much. The last book I have from my 5-star reads is Happy Place by Emily Henry. This book I read at the start of this summer. This was one of the most anticipated, most spoken about books on TikTok. And again, I've done a reading vlog on it. So if you want to see my full review, go and watch that video. I will also have it up here. But this book features a group of friends. These group of friends, every year they rent a beach house that they all go to, and they're all kind of in a couple and stuff like that. So this book features Harriet and Ryan. These 2 were a couple, and obviously they go back to this place with their families. They go back to this beach house with their friends, and their friends don't know that they have broken up, but they go there because this place is known as like their happy place. This is where they go every summer to be together. This is where these 2 characters first got together. They first met each other. And this book again is a book that's about love but doesn't necessarily end or push for a happy ending. It's one of those books that the characters just come alive, and they are so realistic and so complex that you can't really fault them because you actually really see them as humans. Like, I was crying, I was laughing, I was every single thing. Again, some characters I hated, some characters I loved. Like, not everyone stays the same. People change, and it's okay to change, and it is okay to grow, and it is okay to let people in if you want to. And this book was just so beautiful. If you haven't read it, go read it. This book, Emily Henry, the way she writes, The way she writes, oh, it was so good. Now that I'm going through my 5-star reads and speaking about them just really makes me want to read them again. These books, books are just life, really. Books are life. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have books. I always used to be that person that said, oh, I have no hobbies. I don't really, when someone says, oh, what hobbies do you like to do? I'm like, sleeping, listening to music. But reading has just really opened my mind and helped me so much. Made me feel more confident about being by myself as well, because I feel like in your 20s no one ever tells you this, but it can be a very lonely time, especially I finished university now. I'm back home, I'm away from my uni friends. Reading has been the only thing that has kept me happy and just really helped me transition from moving away from uni back home. Yeah, Happy Place is the last book that is my 5-star reads. These books are just own my heart, and I can't wait to see if I have any more 5-star reads, what they're going to be for the next few years and the rest of my life. So yeah, those are all the 5-star books that I have read so far this year. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like and a subscribe. If you're new to this channel, go look at all my other videos and give those a little thumbs up. And obviously follow my social medias. I have my Instagram, I have my TikTok, and I just love you guys all so much. I want you guys to know that you guys are appreciated and you guys are loved. I'm so thankful for every single person that has clicked on this video and that has supported me through my channel so far. As I always say, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Everything goes white, I can feel the breeze, euphoric delight.